Hey guys, in this session let us practically see how to kill a particular session which is requested by the application team. So sometimes either the DBA or the application admin or developer execute some SQL query just for testing purpose or for administration activities during the business hours. But unknowingly that particular query may consume a lot of resource either due to full table scan of highly populated table which may contain millions of rows, and if other critical jobs are running during that particular time, then you may get complaints. Okay, so either the DBA may not be aware of the criticality of those other jobs, or even the application team, if some new application admin was hired, so he may not know, right? So if he is given a task to complete, to get some reports within the deadline, he immediately execute some select queries in the database which may cause some trouble. Okay, so in this session let us see how to kill that particular session in terms of DBA perspective. Okay, say for example, this is the application session. Okay, so mostly application team use SQL developer to execute any SQL queries. Okay, just consider this session as an application session, and this session is used to monitor that particular query, or you can say this is DBA session. Okay, so now just consider that some of the guy from application team is trying to get the details regarding the text of a particular query. Okay, so what he is doing is he is just executing select star from DBA source during the business hours. Okay, so he just need all these text related to the procedures in the database. Okay, so in this case, application team which is executing a critical job is getting some slowness issue because of this particular query. Okay, so since this is a select star from table, so obviously there should be a full table scan. Okay, so if there is a full table scan, then definitely the whole table will be widely scanned, right? So in this case, application team is requesting the DBA to kill this particular session who is executing the query. Okay, so now this query is completed. Just imagine that this is the query that is consuming a lot of resource, and this needs to be killed. Okay, so the DBA should first of all collect all the details. Okay, what is the action or module or program which is being executed. Okay, so action in the sense, what is the task for which the query is performing. Okay, and what is the module? You can say module means the application package. Okay, the name of the module. And program is also similar to module. Okay, what is the program that is being executed. Okay, so if I just select module, program, action from VDAL session where row num less than 2, so I will also include where module is not null and program is not null. This is just for demonstration purpose. Okay, I'm just showing you an example to give you all the details. Okay, so this is a background process. Okay, similarly, if there is an application session, so there will be some name for this module and from where that module is getting executed and what is the task that module is performing. Okay, so once if you get these details, then well and good. Also you can collect the username, so who is the user who is executing this query, or if you directly get the SQL text, then that is also well and good. Okay, so let us prepare the query. So username, module, program, action. Also you can get the SQL ID from VDAL session where module name is not null, program, you can just remove all these. Okay, sometimes module name may be null. Okay, so in those cases you may miss the exact session that needs to be retrieved. Now let me again execute this query. So if you are aware of the SQL text, then you can identify the SQL ID from VDAL SQL where SQL text like DBA source. Okay, so this is the query which was given by application team and we are going to identify the SQL ID of this query. So there will be two outputs. Okay, why? Because so you have executed this query, right? So for this query also there will be a SQL ID, separate SQL ID, and that will be recorded. So we need the exact SQL. So this is the exact SQL. Okay, since we executed this select query 2 times, so this is the first time and this is the second time. So for both the executions there are 2 SQL IDs created, right? So here I have only used SQL ID, but here I have used SQL text. Okay, since the syntax is different, 2 SQL IDs are created. So we need to kill this SQL ID. Okay, so let us see for the execution is completed. So let us again start the execution. So now I can identify the session details with this information, right? So where SQL ID is equal to or SQL ID like this one. So I don't need to give like, okay, directly I can give the SQL ID itself, since this is not the SQL text. Okay, now I got all these details, right? Okay, but the main detail that is required are SID and serial number. So we missed that. So let me get the SID and the serial number. Okay, so again, so now to kill this particular session, what you have to do is alter system kill session. You have to provide the SID followed by the serial number. Okay, so you can just directly kill like this, or you can specify immediate clause. Okay, so the moment I executed the alter system command, you can see a message saying that connection lost contact. Okay, so this session is no longer active now. If I try to execute any query, I will get some error. Okay, so you got this not connected to Oracle error. So this means that this session is removed from the database connection. I can no longer access the session. I have to exit this and again connect to SQL Plus. Okay, so this is how you can kill a particular session which was requested by the application team. Okay, so this activity is a known activity. Okay, known activity in the sense application team already notified you and you are aware of the details of the SQL ID or the SQL text. So even sometimes application team may give you this SID and serial number as well if they have some extra privileges. Okay, but you have to collect some basic information, and based on that you have to narrow down the particular session details and kill that session. Okay, but there are other scenarios where you may not be aware of all these details, and even application team does not know what is happening. Okay, if application team is executing a sequence of jobs which is spawning multiple processes, so in those cases DBA may not be aware and he has to identify the root process and kill all the child process and the root process. Okay, so that's the difference between known activity and unknown activity. So in this case you already got the SQL details, so that you identify the SQL ID, and based on the SQL ID you got all these session related information and kill that session. Okay, so if you are not able to kill the session using alter system command, you can directly use os kill command. Okay, so that we'll see in the next session.